Yo, what's up, everybody? If you haven't heard about Anchor, let me tell you, this is one of the easiest ways to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. Second of all, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit the podcast right from your phone or computer. Third, Anchor will also distribute for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Then you can also make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Later.
Welcome to the Lion's Den with Seth, a podcast where progressive men and women can learn and teach each other the ways of the land. The Lion's Den is where royalty comes to council. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Seth.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Lion's Den Corona Files, because it's Wednesday. How you doing? Hopefully you doing good. You stand out of everybody's face because, believe it or not, it's still a virus out there. Stop acting funny style like you ain't gonna catch it, or it ain't gonna happen to me, and folks still passing out everywhere. Then coughing and doing all this old other stupid mess. So take care of yourself. Get out, enjoy yourself, but still, watch yourself around people. But this is going to be a great show. So I want to make sure everyone take time and to tune in, but also share this. Share. All right. And I got a special gift for our 10th individual that shared this. All right. For real. Free. All right. It's free. It's a for real gift. All right. Anyway, I want to talk to you, our viewers. This is a time right now, and our listeners, this is a time right now when it's extremely important to make sure we're planting the seeds in the right places, because there's so many things that's out there that can dilute our thought process. Either the things that we watch, the things that we eat, the things that we say, right? It's all energy. You feel me? So it's our responsibility to be, of course, like I always say, be the change that you want to see. And if you can't do it personally, find individuals that can. All right? Individuals that want to do things for the right reason. So that's what our show is going to be about. But before we get into it like that, you know how we do. We got to introduce the rest of the crew. And I want to give it up to Will. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Yo, what's going on, team? What's going on, Den? Hey, just rushed back home from St. Louis. If you don't know about the Choice Soul Food, man, I tell you, I got some smothered chicken in the kitchen, boy, finger looking good. But really looking forward to today's show because it's close to my heart for something I've been doing since the day I joined the military, mentorship. So, hey, tune in, grab a pen, write down information, be ready to get your support. Appreciate you. Let's go.
All right. That's what it is. Foots, you good over there?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Lions Den. Welcome, family. Please share. This is a good one. You're not gonna want to miss it. Blessed to have a good brother on here, showing us another way to give back and be involved in our community. Can't do nothing but love that. Looking forward to having this conversation with this brother tonight.
That's what it is. You're absolutely right. All right, Big Herm. All right, now listen, y'all. Wait a minute before we go into Herm. Hopefully, if this is your first time listening to Lions Den, welcome. Okay, but if you're a frequent flyer, with the den, and you get bit every once in a while, you kind of know how Herm goes, right? So listen to about 2-3 seconds, then after that, tune him out because he's gonna say some crazy shit. Anyway, what's up, Herm? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I kick nothing but the real. You know what I mean? That's what I do, man. So today for me, man, I did a 5-mile run walk. So it's like I did like a thing in the beginning. I'm trying to get right. I have at least one ab by September.
At least one.
It's just at least one ab by September. It's going down, man.
Right on.
So yeah, I've been out there doing my thing. Took my girls out to Carlisle Lake again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then they're swimming in that dirty water like it's clean, bro. I just can't.
Yo, no, wait. Yeah, it is. They just supposed to look at it. What?
Like dead fish.
What do you do?
I let them be great, man. Yeah. I let them be great, but so my day was pretty productive, pretty cool, man. I enjoyed my day. that one ab is coming. Y'all guys be on the lookout. I am going to go ahead and put this on there. Me and Will talked about losing 40 pounds. We're supposed to be accountability partners. So I'm putting that out there, Will. I'm letting everybody know what we're doing.
Oh,
so, you know,
okay. All right.
Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ain't no going back. Hey, but for this show here, man, we got the opportunity and the honor to reach out to somebody that is doing what everybody talks about doing. That is influence change in the community. You know, there's a lot of times, you know, and there's no knock on nobody because sometimes people don't know what they're supposed to do. But there's a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, people put words out there. But watching this man's movement, you know, looking at his YouTube page, his page, he is a guy that's taking people's words and putting into action with these young boys and young men out there, because we're not going to change unless we get to them early. So I'm looking forward to this talk, man. I'm glad that you're here today, and I know that a lot of people are going to get something out of this, so please share this.
All right. So the Den, allow me to introduce to you Kenan Morrison. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Yeah.
Man, I never had that many people clap for me before.
Hey, that's okay. Hey, that's what we do, baby. But that's good, man. How you feeling, man? How's everything, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. You know, I'm happy to be here. It's an honor that y'all see fit to highlight our works. And I got a lot of great people helping. So
yes.
I'm looking forward to the conversation because we get to talk about what I love to do,
Dope.
Which is people.
Dope. Well, look, man, let me let you know something. Right now, we got about 22, 23 individuals watching you right now, watching us all. And I want to give a special shout out to everybody. See my cuz over there, Casey. How you doing? Philip, he getting it in, like always, right? Rodney, what's up? How you feeling? James, hey, Wiley, how's everything? Everybody else that's on, we appreciate it. Make sure y'all share this. Don't forget, though, 10 shares. Whoever is the 10th one, you got a prize coming directly from the Lions Den. But brother, let's get to you and your initiative, man. So tell me about this, the Village. Like, what started this? What was the spark?
Well, the Village began, you know, really in my heart as an educator. I've taught middle school math for 20 years now, and I kept finding myself in the same situation, which was I can influence the children to make good decisions at school or when they were in my class or in front of my face. But when they went back home, they went back to the original habits and behaviors that created them, which is some positive, some negative, but all of them different, right? And, you know, I just said, man, if I'm really gonna be the change that I want to see in the world, then I got to become a household name. You know, and that started here. And then, you know, long story short, I got the opportunity after I became a deacon at my church. And there were two young men running around the church and they were wreaking havoc and nobody knew who their parents were and nobody had any kind of influence on them. But they would always, we were in the JVL back then, and they would always come to the church. I mean, they were always there. Even when you didn't feel like dealing with them, they were always there. Mm-hmm. And so I just said, look, man, y'all gonna start coming with me on Saturdays because clearly y'all ain't got nothing to do. And, you know, that's how the seed was planted.
You know what, man? That's dope, man. The reason why I say that is because we don't have that thought process no more. Like, we see these crazy ass kids running around here and we're like, look, where they mom at? Where they daddy at? Listen, it ain't about that. If you see them, especially if you're seeing them on a day-to-day basis, all it takes is a conversation. A real, transparent conversation. And it's not about, hey, well, look, back in my day, I did this. Don't nobody care, lame. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody care. You're talking to somebody that know how to use your phone better than you. You need to shut up and listen.
Yeah.
How, you feel me? But it's about really wanting to connect. You feel me? That's where it comes from. Will, what you got?
Hey, brother, I heard you say JVL. So for cats that's not from St. Louis may not know what that is. So go and explain JVL and kind of give a sight picture.
You said JV, is that like a juvenile home? Is that what it is? Was these kids coming from the damn juvie? Is that what it is?
No. JVL is a neighborhood here in St. Louis. West Side is just off of Jefferson and Cass. I can't remember the actual name of it. It's like something Hooks. But if you've heard of Vashon High School, because of all the championships they've won, it's literally right around the corner. So, West Side, Cass turns into Dr. Martin Luther King, if you know what I mean. So it's the real side that we as a people are unfortunately accustomed to.
Right. So, man, I know it takes a lot of energy, brother. I know it takes a lot of energy. And so how do you, I guess, scope out the individuals that say they want to help? Because it's a difference. The reason why I say that is because we all want to, quote unquote, help. We say we do, but how do you vet these individuals? Because it takes more than just lip service. It takes action. Like, you really got to put that, that the rubber meets the road type of joint. You feel me? So what do you do about that?
I work them, and either they put up or shut up. Like, my friends know that if you with me, we finna get busy. But they also know that what we're gonna do isn't gonna be to serve me, but we're definitely gonna be doing something. So when people come, my motto is of the vision. The village motto is that if everybody does a little bit, then together we can change the world. So whenever I do the exact same presentation for everybody, and all kinds of ideas begin to cultivate and come up, but more importantly, people say, well, I got time, but I don't have the money. Or I got money, but I don't have the time. Or they might not have neither, but they say, hey, I know somebody you need to talk to. And so we believe that everybody, especially these kids, everybody has a gift.
Yes.
And it just kind of bubbles up in, out of their hearts when they start to hear, the direction that we're trying to go in the village.
That's dope. Big Herm, what you got?
So this is not nothing. This isn't something that you just started doing. This is something that you've been doing for a span of about 10 years. Officially and unofficially, right?
Yeah.
So how do you come up with curriculum? You know what I'm saying? How do you keep everything fresh for these kids for that long of a time? Like, what is your thought process? Because y'all do a lot with these kids, from teaching them how to dress. I remember you told me offline, horseback riding. Like, how do you keep that? How do you keep that energy and the thought process to get these kids exposed to different things?
The vision statement of the village is to influence the minds of young men to become better men, thereby experiencing joy and taking pride in their labor. So we believe that experience is the master teacher. So as many experiences as that we can put these boys through, the better men that they'll become. And so we don't have to strong arm them or make them come. They're just like, man, what we gonna do today, D. Kenan? What we gonna do today? And they just never know. So anything, for example, one of my coworkers, they said, because she knows how eclectic and creative and wild I am. So she said, she gave me the phone number to a shrimp farm in Missouri. There's a shrimp farm in Missouri.
Like, for real?
Shrimp farm, bro.
Okay.
And guess what? We finna go visit a shrimp farm. Why? Simply because we've never done it before. Who knows what could come of it, but it's something new. And so I guess to answer your question, if it's intriguing to me, because I have a huge curiosity, if it's curious to me and we get to go have fun, hang out, get rid of the walls, get rid of the classroom desks and all that normal stuff, you know what I mean? And get out and experience real life, and we'll figure out the rest when we get there,
That's dope.
So hold on, so 1 second. So, because I want to get this out. This is something that you told me about. Can you talk to the audience about your trip to the horse stables and what came out of that?
Uh-oh.
I think that's pretty dope. Let them know what came out of that, because that falls in line with what you're talking about here.
What's going on? What happened, Matt? Was somebody got ran over? What happened?
Almost. We take the boys horseback riding like every 2 years, especially like because we're all volunteer, and for a lot of years we were just, donations only, right? So we try to parcel out the big events. But we went horseback riding maybe 3 years ago, and the exciting thing is that kids, there are some of my boys have never seen or been on a horse, but some of my mentors have never seen or been on a horse. So it's a new experience for all of us, right? And so one of the young men never done it before. He loved it so much that he was like, "Dude, I love it." And so he ended up getting a job. He talked himself into a job at that horse stable for about 2 years. And we don't hold on.
Yeah. Yo, that's what it is, man. You know what? I hate to cut you off, man, but I love it. I love it. You know why I love it? It's because you first of all have to get out of yourself and realize that it's more to life than what people want to give you or expect you to, to produce. And by getting out of yourself, it's easy to open it up to other individuals. Now, not everybody's going to be able to dig it, obviously, right? Like, I know everybody ain't going to that damn shrimp farm. You feel me? I wouldn't. But anyway, the thing is by having that. Whatever. hey, look, as much as I love, shrimp and grits and gumbo, I'm straight.
Farm, that sounds cool, man.
No, it don't. Shut up. It sounds horrible. Nigga, we ain't going to know. Listen, like I said, what roundup shrimp, rodeo shrimp, bruh. So look, and I know, we all know. All I'm saying is, I love the fact that that brother was able to get a job doing something that he probably would have never had an opportunity to do. You get what I'm saying? That is dope. Go ahead, Will. What you got, man?
Kenan, brother, you hit the nail on the head, because you're offering up something that the kids rarely get a chance to do, is to get that exposure. They don't know what they don't know. So when you expose them, you start to shape their minds to say, hey, something more beyond just the walls of St. Louis, Missouri, or St. Louis City. So kudos to you. And what so happens to be good about a show we just did, I got the number for a farmer from one of our previous guests that we gonna hook up with your boys, and we gonna go to another farm. I don't know if they got any shrimp though, but we gonna get out there and show these boys something.
For real. And listen, and look, and that's real. Look, man, my son is watching right now, and I'm glad he's watching, just so he knows that, there's more than life. And he knows it because we have these conversations, but to really have it within the den, because it takes a group of individuals to think differently, to see things different, right? So before I get to you, Herm, I want to make sure we know what's going on out there with the Pride. We got Miss Yumi. How you doing, ma'am? Keisha, how you feeling? Right. Hey, Jeremy Reed, what's going on, brother? Miss Murray, how you doing? Love to see y'all on there. Larry Hall, what's going on? What you got, Herm?
So, and I got to give a shout out to Miss Sharita Shelby, who actually linked me up with you. I know she's watching right now. Big shout out, and I appreciate her for this.
Yeah.
What I want you to do now is talk us through one of your most memorable events with the boys. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's probably, you got 10 years worth of experience of doing this, but that one that sticks out, why it stuck out, and what it meant to the boys that you was able to do that.
There's a lot of them, man, and they all blend together. But, one thing is that, whenever we go out, there's 100 different things happening. So if you're that mentality where you got to control everything and everything's got to be a certain way, you will go crazy with us. You will lose your mind, because we're organic, man. So if you're trying to be the leader of all leaders, a leader is not a person who wants to lead. It's a person who the people choose to follow. So it's not, so you got to show yourself worthy to be followed. And I'd say the most memorable one is, and then shout out to Lil Mike. He's one of my first mentors. I see he's watching right now. And he'll remember this, is whenever we go paintballing, It's always exciting. And, you know, people are like, paintballing, ain't that dangerous? You could lose an eye. And all of that is true. And, you know, some of it almost happens. But, you know, you sign that waiver, you know. And so what happens is the little kids are nervous, you know, because the whole conversation in the van on the way over there, everybody's shook, everybody's quiet. You either shook and quiet or you talking mad shit, right? One or the other. And so the younger boys, they're like, man, I heard it hurts. Man, I heard I get a bruise. Man, I don't know. You know, they're all shook, right? And so when we get there, you know, we don't say, hey, y'all go do this. We say all the mentors, our philosophy is, hey, let's go do this like together. Like we participate in everything that goes on. So when y'all come out with us, y'all prepared to get dirty. I tell the kids, wear your dirty clothes.
Hey, I'm not going to paintball, bro. I'll go to the shrimp farm. I'm not doing paintball, but that mess do hurt. I don't want to get
Man, you big baby. Hold on, man. Listen, he's sounding all soft. And listen, look, just a couple days ago, he said he can beat Mike Tyson ass. Now he said, I don't want to go paintball. Yeah, man, if you don't shut. He said it. He said he can be. Look, hold on, man. Look. Before we go, no, but this one is it. But look, before we go into that, man, I gotta take a moment, dog. I gotta take a moment. Listen, whenever you come over here, because since we're gonna come over there, we're gonna need you to come over here. You dig it? And when you do, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know where we go take them. Straight over to Kevlar's Grill. You ever been here, boy?
No,
bro, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, this hey, by the Air Force Base, bro. Listen, they got it all. Listen, look, I'm about to show you. Wait a second. You come over here. It's outside the Air Force Base, right? The number 618-416-5700, and you can do the gratitude box, so you can purchase a meal and give it to healthcare workers, first responders, all that. That's how they're giving back to the community, right? But look. They do catering, all of that. Look at here. Look at that chicken. Straight up. Steaks, all that. Spaghetti. Hey, rib tips. I'm telling you. Hey, real talk, man. Kevlar's Grill, man. They do the Grub Hub, so 25-mile radius. All that. So I advise y'all, listen. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you. Hey, they do the chicken and waffles and all that, but I encourage y'all, please go out. Check them on out and go to the Google and give them a rating, because I know a lot of people that listen to us, they go there as well. So make sure y'all give them a rating. All right. So they're located outside the gate, but at the Scott VFW post 4183. So make sure you check that out. And last but not least, we got a brother out here that get it in with those retro kicks. Okay, like for real. We got a young brother, he's doing it. That's Upper Soul. So if I know you're dealing with them kids, and listen, if they doing good in the community, tell their parents, hey, they need to get some of these ones. You get what I'm saying? They need to get them.
I would love to take the boys so they can. We love to tour black-owned businesses, man.
Hey, so listen. Right now, the way this COVID is going on, he's doing everything online. He used to go around different places, but ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all do go check out Upper Souls on Instagram. That's UPPERSOLEZ. Now, this is another thing too. I do want to let y'all know there was an individual that was sharing this, and remember I said this earlier. So we had an individual, Will Spears, my man's. Hey, Will Spears, if you are still watching, brother, if you're still watching, we got something for you. All I need you to do is DM me your mailing address, and I'm gonna send you a book of the Black Collar Mindset. All right, 100% free. And not just that, because of what you do, brother, I'm gonna donate 10 books to those brothers. All right, 10 books from the Black Collar Mindset. All right, now, because that's what we're supposed to do. For real. And listen, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all listening, if anybody want to match me, I said it, because how many kids you deal with? It's about 50 of them.
Yeah, 50 boys all across St. Louis City and County.
Right. So if anybody want to match me, you go to www.theblackcollarmindset.com. All right. And you can get it. And then you set it up. You can get them whenever. You can get the Amazon, or you can purchase them directly from me, and then I will autograph them all. So the ones that's coming from me, brother, is going to be autographed for the boys. And that's how we do here at the Lions Den. What you got, Herm?
Thank you.
No doubt.
Wait, let me finish.
Wait.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
No, this is part of the
Yeah.
advertising. So this part of the sponsorship. Hold on one second, Kenan.
Yeah.
Won't bring up the truth, right? You know what I mean? The Juneteenth special that he got on stocks. We got a prodigy that's talking about stocks right now. He's running a special.
Yes.
Look, and we got the information posted on our Facebook page. Go ahead and check it out if you want to learn anything about stocks and or financial free.
Hold on.
He's 13 years old.
That's what I was about to say. A 13-year-old kid, ladies and gentlemen. This boy is a prodigy. He's taught kids and grown-ups about stocks like that. So right now it's the time to get it in. Hey, look, y'all worried about your stimulus check. How about you get something that's gonna stimulate your life? Can you dig it?
Info's on the page. Y'all check them out.
Yes.
We gotta get him in.
Yes. Yeah.
I would love for him to teach the boys, man.
Watch what we do. Watch what we go do. Trust me, everything is divine. Everything is divine. So go ahead, brother. Keep on talk about what you were saying.
Okay. So the boys, they're either really nervous or they've been there before and they're like real confident, right? But whenever we go in, it's the mentors kind of like, you know, so we split everybody up. There's mentors on that team, mentors on this team, and the mentors always start out, you know, being the lead dog and putting the game plan. And so we're leading by example how to strategize, how to work as a team, how to be a unit, team player, you know, all of those little, you know, buzzwords in education. But by the end of the day, the mentors end up taking the back seat, and the boys are the ones being the chiefs, coming up with strategies and ideas, and the battle takes a completely different turn because we're traditional. You know, we're a product of our experiences, but these boys, these young people, this next generation has such creative minds, let alone all these video games, that they take these fights in a completely different direction. And it's all love, but to see the leadership and the unity and the camaraderie come out of them by the end of the day, and you know, because for black men to really trust each other, we got to go through something. And so what we do is we deliberately set up situations for them to go through something. And by the end of the day, man, these boys who are shy and timid, man, you can't tell them nothing.
That's
man,
what's
you
up.
know, like, you know, once they figure out that paintball,
That's what it is. Yeah, Herm. It don't hurt, bruh. Look at you. Oh, baby. Look at it. Look at it. Hey, but man, listen, that is awesome because that's what it is. We need to put them in situations where they have the ability to lead. And I will be completely honest and say this. It takes leaders to help cultivate other leaders. If that's not happening, then we are enabling our young men, but yet our young men and women. We have to put them in situations. So then when real life happens, because it's going to happen, our job is to make sure they're prepared for it. You dig? And so let us teach you out of love, because the world don't love you like this. You get what I'm saying? The world ain't going to love you like this. So it's our job to make sure we get it in for you. What you got, Will?
Hey, brother. This got a text message. So I'm in a fraternity, military frat called Mu Beta Phi. We have a local chapter here. You just got 11 mentors just this second. So once this COVID goes away, you got 11 promising brothers going to be able to support your program.
That's dope.
Hey, get ready, man. You're doing something huge, especially for the hometown that I love so dearly. And people support positivity. So kudos to brothers like you, man.
That's dope. That's
man,
dope.
we meet twice a month, every second. And you know, outside COVID, we meet second and fourth Saturdays of every month. We go all day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So parents love us because they get a day off.
Yeah, they get a break. You know they want a break. Look at them. They're like, wait, I can send this little.
What time? You know, that's it. But even more, they trust us with their most prized possession because they know that not only are they getting the experiences, but they're in that hedge of protection of black men.
That's right.
You know, and we're looking in the mirror.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. Herm, what you got, bro?
So we're talking about mentorship, and you've been doing this for 10 years. So I'm sure you got a lot of success stories about, what your program was able to do, what your organization was able to do for these young men as they continue on to become men. I would like for you to share some of those stories with us. And also, what is your vision for these boys when they walk out your door? Do they come back? Like, how's that relationship?
Yeah, that's a good question, man, because what I would like to know is just like what he's saying, if you guys help build them up, are they there? Are you guys teaching them the thought process of a village to reach back and help the village out? How's that working?
Absolutely. First of all, shout out to Jared Taylor, who's one of our previous mentees. He was with us since he was in 6th grade, and he's now in the Air Force, I believe out in Georgia. Okay. But he's always, if you look at one of our previous videos, asking for Give STL Day, he created a video and he shared that. So, big ups to you, gentlemen. But we have a lot of fantastic young men. These, for my only mission, because I don't believe in pressing upon them what it is that I want them to do. That's why we group mentor, because you never know who these young men see themselves in. And you can never tell, not from reading a piece of paper, oh, this is going to be your mentor. So they naturally gravitate who they feel connected to, which is why it takes a village. No, Lord knows I can't do this by myself. And then even more, my motto is, as long as you become a productive member of society, one, all my boys are alive, amen. 2, all my boys who have stuck with it through senior year have all graduated.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. Yes.
Thank you. And then 3, they're all working. They all have jobs. They all still have my number. Just the fact that they know that they can call on me when they need me, or call on me when ain't nothing else going right. Success story, we have 2 grandchildren of the village. So one of my boys has a little boy who's 1 year old.
What? Look at this. Yo, are you serious? That's dope.
We have another young man who just had a little girl like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And he's like 22, 23. So that was that first generation who are now grown men, having families, experiencing life. But just like a family unit, they still come back and say, Deacon Kenan, what y'all doing today? I'm off work. I'd still like to come and participate, So that's what means the world to me. The fact that they get it when they come back and still check in with me, for one. And 2, they say, you know what, I want to mentor some of these little dudes. My high school boys who graduated this year, last year, year before, they still love coming back on Saturdays and being the big brother, man.
Man, that is huge, brother. That is huge. You get that? I mean, huge, because they're taking the things that you instilled in them, putting it in their children, right? And just going to keep the cycle going. That is huge, man. That is huge. And then I can go on. Go ahead. Will, what you got, bro?
Hey, Kenan, as a mentor, I don't think people know how draining being a mentor can be as it relates to balance and time. So if you're married or in a relationship, I want you to discuss kind of how you balance that requirement, because a mentor is 24/7, 7 days a week, 365. And I don't think people understand that. So how do you personally balance that requirement?
Well, I haven't exactly figured it out yet, but I am doing the best I can. The best thing I can do is be open and honest and let them know that, this, first of all, I believe that this is my purpose here on earth. The Bible says that, we are to serve one another, period. But me personally, the village and what we're going to create nationwide for every Black community in the country. I believe that there is no greater solution than what we're doing. And so it's really a matter of humbling yourself and recognizing that you can't do everything.
Bruh,
right?
that is huge. Go ahead. Yeah.
And two, it's about having a team around you. And so we have phenomenal executive board, an executive board, including Ms. Sharita Shelby. We have a phenomenal support team in our, so we have a meeting of about 12 to 15 people on any given board meeting who are really, who see the vision. Because we started out with people who just believed in me, right? And I, God bless them, because we couldn't have got started without them. But now we've evolved to the point to where the word has gotten out and people see what I see.
Yes.
And so now, like, everybody using the word 100% volunteer. Nobody's getting paid. We have doctors, we have educational doctors, we have attorneys, we have professionals in every field that you can imagine who see that without one another and putting in whatever they can do, that, it's not going to work. Like, whatever money that you chasing by yourself to get it, somebody got to buy your shoes.
You're right. That's good.
You'll get back in return.
Absolutely. Hey, we got a good question out here. I want to give a shout out again to Rodney Dunn. He says, when it comes to teaching kids about manhood, do you go over principles, values, and morals with them? And how important is it to have them as you grow into manhood? So, do you talk to them about that? And what do you do?
Well, we do two things. One, we lead by example. All right, we're partnered with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Epsilon Lambda chapter, and we run traditional programming once a month at that fraternity house. What we do is we know Black men are busy, so we try to go to them. Right. And so that's why we're going to end up at the Air Force Base. And that's why we're going to go to wherever they are at, including like Reggie Murphy, MMA fight training out in St. Charles. We go to them. And so what we do is we have those conversations, but we have those real-time conversations. It's not like in education, you speak to the parent like after the event, like whether even if you're calling them on the phone, you stop class and call them on the phone, it's still after the actual act, whatever happened. But with our mentoring program, we put in those pressure situations that are non-traditional, very unique and creative. And so we see those negative habits real time. Mm-hmm. Right? And so we as mentors, we're able to stop them in the middle of that tantrum and talk them through it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
No. Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
The parent can't do anything but reprimand them after it happened in the education system, which is, no fault to anybody. It's just how it's set up.
Right.
But we in the mentor program, when maybe they're getting into issues with other boys and they're having social anxiety issues and they don't know how to work with their peers. Like since we're doing this community service together with them, Black men, we like to work. And during that work, they take joy and pride in their labor. So while we're working, we're instilling those little things that you're talking about and that he asked about. While their hands and their legs are busy, that's when their minds are open.
Right.
So that's important to engage.
That's dope. Hey, Herm, what you got, bro?
Hey, so got a question from somebody in comments, Miss Keisha, who also is a big supporter of the show. She wanted to know, what did she ask again? How can we support your program as a community? Like, she's in, I believe, San Antonio, and we got people listening from all over.
Is there
any way that they can support your program from where they're sitting? And I got another question after that.
The easiest way is to donate. Again, some people have time, don't have money. Some people have money, don't have time. Some people have relationships. So the easiest way is to find us on Cash App. If you type in the Village 314.
Hold on, wait, man. Man, if you don't get that damn thing off the, what did you do? If you look at this and man, bruh, this 2020. We'll take care of it. If you don't get that little shit, pew out the way. All right, so yeah, we got it.
We'll post his page, man.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
You look at the Village, you see this V right here?
You see right here, $sign.
Stall them out, Sal. Stall them out.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenan. Go ahead.
$, the Village 314. You can Cash App us. If you go to our website, the Village 314, thevillage314.com. You can donate through PayPal. You can always go find us on Facebook, Instagram. More importantly, the resources and the relationships. The most important thing is for people to use, like when I present to people, they always assume that as a non-for-profit, we got their hand out and we want their money. And I mean, that ain't exactly false, but more importantly, the person who you work for has way more money than you. So we walk people through how to make the Village a community partner of their company or their corporation.
There you go.
We're professional, we're legitimate, we have the letters, and the goal is for them to register us, for example, with U.S. Bank, Ameren UE, companies Monsanto, Bayer, who have all partnered with us. But once we're registered, then we can get in front of them. They're the powers that be, and figure out how they can provide either an experience or a donation or a match or maybe a gift that we can raffle off and whatnot.
Okay.
My laptop's about to die. I'm about to run and get my charger real quick.
Go on, man. Go on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, while he take a little pause for the calls, again, don't forget we got Will Spears. Hey, make sure you DM us, all right, and give us your address so we can give you these books. And ladies and gentlemen, again, the offer still stands. I'm going to donate 10 books to the Village. And if you want to match me, if you're about that life, then you can do it. All right. So go to www.theblackcollarmindset.com and then you can get it in for those gentlemen. All right.
Because we should have spent this time roasting Kenan, man. That's
yeah.
What we should have been doing.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I mean, bro, what did he do? He put his shit up.
Juice over here.
I would have to go get my glasses on that one, fellas.
Goodness gracious alive. But no, man, I think that's dope. So look, what we're gonna do is I may hit you. You had another one, right, Herm?
I do.
Okay.
I do have another
and then you got one, Will. Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, too, if y'all want to call in, y'all can do that. I know Foots put the number up. The number is 618-792-6747. One more time. The number is 618-792-6747. If you have any questions, anything that you want to ask us or the Village, it's the man himself when he come on back. But I really appreciate this show. You good, bro?
Man,
we can't push us, man.
Everything I can't find.
We need to speed it up, bro. So something don't go on.
Let us know, man.
Good. I got that. You got that 3-prong charger, but you're looking for that 2-prong plug, and it's up under something. But I found it.
Man, it's good problems, I guess.
No, man, no, it ain't. You knew what was going on, bro. This wasn't a 5-minute phone call. Will, what you got, bro?
Hey, Kenan. When it comes to relatability, right? So I'm comparing what you do on the outside in the civilian world to what we do in the military, right? So as a person of color, you understand the struggles of the individual and you see their potential, but you also understand what they may go through that kind of breaks that connection, that barrier. What can you offer up to somebody that may be wearing a uniform that has a young airman from St. Louis or from another urban area? where they just can't understand to relate? What information or assistance can you provide them on tips on how to relate to the airman or that person?
Well, there's a lot of dynamics to it. And as long as you're open to the fact that, like, hey, there's some things that I don't know, I think that bridge can happen. One is it's all about relationship, you know. Two, I invite everybody to be a part of a racial equity workshop because, you know, as Black people, we think that we're professionals and know everything about racism because we've been through it. But the truth is, I'm a part of a Undoing Racism community. And what we do is we get people from all races. And all of my mentors have been through this workshop. Probably at least 15 of my mentees, middle school and high school, have been through this workshop. The goal is to get all of my executive board members to the workshop and also parents to the workshop. But what they do is they get people from all races, male, female, Black, white, he, she, they, whatever your preference is. Asian, Hispanic, whatever your background is, and they talk about race together in a circle so that they can hear the experiences from people that don't look like them and how they see racism. And so it's not about racism per se, but it is about relationship and listening more than you speak.
Oh my God.
That's probably the best platform that I've seen to build that. You know, humble yourself.
That's dope. That is dope. Go ahead, Herman. What you got, bro?
Hey, so I noticed that you was talking about what it sounds like is future expansion for the village, right? That's why you have 314 in your name here. So what are you looking at as far as being able to get outside of St. Louis and put this program in another community? Are you actively advertising for that now or looking for those partners now?
Look, I'm open to anything, man. You know, you guys might put me on the map, and Jay-Z might call us after this interview and say, yo, bring this to New York, cash me out. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to New York. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, anything can happen, right? You know, increase, favor, anointing. We receive all of that. But no, seriously, like the plan is to finish our writings for federal grants. And there was like COVID has been bad for a lot of people, but it's been a blessing to me personally because it made me sit my ass down. And so we've been doing a lot of writing when it comes to curriculum and organizing and structure and creating duplicatable systems. And so the goal is to get our curriculum copyrighted by the end of this year, to apply for federal granting this year so that, one, we can start to have employees whose first job is to take care of the cares of the village. And in 2021, my prayer is this time next summer, we can be in another city starting to do everything that you said, because again, you know, there's a ghetto in every city, and, you know, you're not going to run out of kids to help. And you're also not going to run out of Black men who genuinely want to be a part of the solution.
Love it. Love it. That is awesome. Yo, shout out to you, man. Seriously. Hey, everybody that's watching right now, let's throw up some of those hearts right now so he can know that y'all there, y'all represent. You know what I mean? So, man, listen, this is going everywhere, man. This is going everywhere, and we do appreciate it. So, Will, you got final word? What you got, brother?
Hey, final word is to keep doing what you're doing. And know there's many more individuals with mentalities like you that want to grow the next generation to come. So keep getting on platforms and sharing your message, because you're going to have more people to clamp on to it to propel you forward, and keep your faith in God, brother. It's all on you. Hey, appreciate what you're doing. And for anybody that's watching, make sure you do something to contribute. Be a part of the change that we all want to see.
That's right.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in, though.
That's right. What you got, Big Herm?
So my final word, man, is changing the narrative, man. It's too much. We let outside forces and the media paint the narrative of what the Black community is. This is what the Black community is right
That's
here.
right.
you're walking, breathing testimony to what the Black community is, and this is what we need to promote. So wherever I go, I'm gonna sing the praises of the village, and I'm hoping other organizations like yours, you know what I'm saying, advertise themselves, man. Don't stay in the background, man. Let them know, like, yo, this is what we are.
That's
you know
right.
I mean, we ain't what you see on TV. Thank you for what you're doing, man. Keep pushing. And if you got my number, so if there's anything that I can do to help, reach out. I'm gonna reach out to you.
Yeah. Hey, and look, before we go, I want you to give them another talk about that recruitment that you got coming up.
Thank you. So we're going to have a recruiting day, of course, via Zoom with everything that's going on now. The last Thursday of every month, we're going to have a Zoom open to the public, and I'm going to be presenting to who and what the village does and how they can support us. We're looking for mentors, we're looking for mentees, and we're looking for volunteers. And you don't have to be a male to volunteer. But you know, we are trying to be like, you know how they say, well, what about Black on Black crime? Well, this is the Black community actually doing something about that, and we want them to be able to point to us. There's a lot of organizations out here, professional organizations, big and small, that have a lot of money and opportunities for kids, especially young Black males, right? But they don't have a system to plug into. Well, we want them to be able to plug into the village all across the country. Hey, 100 Black men called us one day and said, hey, we're giving a college tour through St. Louis or through the state of Missouri. We got 5 more seats. They know that if they come to the village, they'll get young men whose minds are open, whose hearts are clear, and genuinely want to grow. So we just want to be the resource.
That's it.
Yeah, and JVL stands for Jeff Vanderloo Neighborhood in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah, you found it? There it is. There it is. Giving all these acronyms. But, hey, man, listen, we want to thank y'all, though. We want to thank you for coming on. And just for those that's just tuned in or didn't understand what I meant as far as the matching, the Lions Den is donating 10 books of the Black Collar Mindset to these brothers at the village. And so we're asking you to match it. All right? Now, get your friends, get your buddies, and then you can match that. What you about to say, Herm?
Hey, you know, one of the good things about having Seth as a leader is I don't know when I'm about to match some stuff. You know what I mean? He just come, hey, y'all, you about to pull some money, I'll start matching some stuff. I'm sitting back like, let me look at my account looking like right now. He's
so stupid.
I don't know what's going to happen. Man, I might be broke the next day with this dude, man.
No, you won't. No, you won't. It'll be all good. But no, man, listen. Hey, seriously, man, I really do think that as soon as we start getting out of our own head and realizing what we're here to do for real, our purpose will supersede whatever we thought it was. You get what I mean? So, man, I do want to thank you seriously for being on. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Lions Den Corona Files, because you never know what's going on while you're in quarantine. Hopefully you ain't gaining weight, you're losing weight, right? And shout out to Herm and Will and Foots, everybody that's a part of the Den, and also you, the Pride. We will holla at you later.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Make sure to listen to the show on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public, where you can subscribe, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you like or dislike this episode, we'd appreciate your feedback on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Lionscast. Check out the book, The Black Collar Mindset, The Art of Strategic Thinking, on Amazon, or www.theblackcollarmindset.com, a manual to maneuver through life strategically by holding yourself accountable. Tune in next week for another episode of The Lions Den with Seth.